This video will help you set up your Pulse network. We will use the Set Up Your Network Quick Start Guide to walk us through each step. This guide comes with your Pulse Hub. During this video, we will cover both methods for setting up your network, the DHCP setup method and the static IP setup method. Both methods start with the same steps. The first step for both is to find the Ethernet MAC address on the hub you'll be setting up. It is located on the side of the hub. Write down this address on the Pulse Hub Network Setup form and give the form to the customer's IT group. The customer's IT group will decide how they'd like to set up the hub by completing this section of the form. If they complete the DHCP with reserved IP section, you will follow the DHCP setup steps. If they complete the static IP assignment section, you will follow the static IP setup steps. We will cover the DHCP setup method first. So we'll say the IT group return the form with the DHCP with reserved IP address filled in. Therefore, we will complete the DHCP setup steps. We've already completed the first two steps, so we'll resume at step 3. The IT group returned the Pulse Hub Network Setup form with the IP address they assigned to the hub. You'll need this information later, so hang on to this form. Now it's time to set up the hub on the customer's network. First, make sure the hub is ready. Make sure the antennas are installed and that you have the Ethernet cable and power cord. Plug in the Ethernet cable. Make sure you do this before you plug in the power cord. Then plug in the power cord. Wait 10 minutes for the Pulse application to load. Open a web browser on the customer's computer or device and type in the reserved IP address from the Pulse Hub Network Setup form. You can now log into the Pulse software using the login admin and the password Pulse, all lowercase letters. That's it. The Pulse network is set up. Now we'll cover the static IP setup method. Remember, follow these steps when the customer's IT group returns the Pulse Hub Network Setup form with the static IP assignment section completed. We've already completed the first two steps, so we'll move on to step 3. The IT group returns the Pulse Hub Network Setup form with all of these fields completed. You'll need this information later, so hang on to this form. Now it's time to start setting up the hub. First, make sure the hub is ready. Make sure the antennas are installed and that you have the power cord. You do not use an Ethernet cable during this step with this method. Plug in the power cord. Now connect to the hub's hotspot, which provides the Pulse network. Note, if you wait more than 10 minutes to connect, the green light will go solid and you will not be able to connect. If this happens, simply unplug and repeat the procedure. On the customer's computer, while the hub lights are still blinking and within the 10 minutes, connect to the hub's hotspot. Find and select the Pulse Hub network from the list of available networks. The network name is Pulse Hub, and the password is Pulse123, all lowercase letters. If you are using Windows 10, the Wi-Fi login may request a PIN code. You must check a box or click a link to change to passphrase entry before you enter the Pulse123 password. Wait until the hub light turns solid green. Wait 10 minutes for the Pulse application to load. Type 10.0.0.1 into a web browser. Log into Pulse with the name admin and the password Pulse, both all lowercase letters. Click Settings and then Application Settings. Click the Network Settings tab. Select Use Static IP Address. Enter the values from the Pulse Hub Network Setup form into the following fields on this page: net mask, IP address, Gateway. DNS server name. Click Save. Close the Pulse window and reconnect to the customer's network. You should no longer be connected to the Pulse Hub. Now it's time to connect the hub to the customer's network. First, make sure the hub is ready and that you have the Ethernet cable and power cord. Plug in the Ethernet cable. Make sure you do this before you plug in the power cord. Then, plug in the power cord. Wait 10 minutes for the Pulse application to load. Open a web browser on the customer's computer or device and type in their IP address from the Pulse Hub Network Setup form. You can now log into the Pulse software using the login admin and the password Pulse, all lowercase letters. That's it. The Pulse network is set up. In order for users to easily remember the web address and quickly find the Pulse web page, we highly recommend assigning a local DNS URL to the Pulse Hub. If possible, please have the customer's IT group complete the DNS section of the Pulse Hub Network Setup form. If the customer's IT group completed this section of the form, open a web browser on the customer's computer or device and type in the DNS name shown on the form. Verify that this directs you to the Pulse application. In order for the customer to utilize the automated email function of the Pulse software, the customer's IT group must complete these fields on the Pulse Hub Email Setup section of the Pulse Hub Network Setup form. If you have this information, follow these steps to complete email setup in the Pulse application. Click on the Settings drop-down box and select Application Settings. Click on the Email Settings tab. Enter the values from the form into the following fields on this page. From email address, SMTP server, SMTP port. Select the mail server authentication they would like to use. If using authentication, click the checkbox and enter in the username and password. Click Test Connection to verify the email server is being reached and the username and password are correct. Then click Save.